One of the things everybody's asking me is about my job security. I don't have any control over that. Of course, I'd like to stay. I had a good meeting with the players today, and also with Greg, and I'll be meeting with ownership the next couple of days. Whatever happens, happens. I've had a good 3 years here. My contract is up. I'm hoping uh, to get to continue with a new contract, but it hasn't really been discussed. Um, it's a results oriented business. I get it, and our progress this year was a step back from how we did last year. And I'm not going to stand here and say that last year we played over our heads. I'm not going to do an excuse to say why that really we weren't as good as we were last year. That's not the case. We were good last year, um, and deserved to make the playoffs. And as to why we had to step back this year, I don't really have an answer. That's something that I'm going to be reviewing um, by looking at film and talking it over with all the parties involved. Um, I've met with the players on that subject as well. I'm not going to get into that now. Um, so that is, I'm just definitely on the premise that I am going to be here next year. But again, whatever happens, happens. I just learned a long time ago not to worry about things you can't control. In this business, it's cliche-ish, but you take it one day at a time, and it's a tough business. I know that. I'm looking forward to also having some time off in the summer, and no matter what happens, I would like to continue with coaching, or at the very least to stay in the game and continue with this organization in some other capacity, or if not, if there's no fit, then I'll look elsewhere. But like I said, I don't really have an answer. That's the whole problem. A lot of times, coaches are going to say, well, we had injuries, we had this or that, or other teams did a lot of key signings and draft picks, and we kind of stagnated. Again, that's not the case. Greg brought in good people for us and gave us all the tools. So um, sometimes it could be coaching, it could be our system. Other teams caught on to it. Again, it's all under review. Um, again, I'll let the experts make that determination. And the good thing is we had a very good um, March, and we finished strong. But granted, the pressure was off, and so sometimes you really want to see how a team performs when there is pressure. But again, there are teams that tanked it after they got eliminated, like Florida and Colorado and Edmonton to some extent. So I mean, we continued to play hard and we got some points, and so those are things that I think. And again, I think the biggest reason for that was that we got Craig Anderson here, a goalie who is a hungry uh, player. Uh, he's was terrific last year in the playoffs. I watched him play. He's kind of a late bloomer. He's only 29 though, and that's young in goalie years. And he played terrific for us. So I would say that if I was to put my finger on why we played so well late in the year, it was Craig Anderson because when you have a goalie that can win games for you, not just make routine saves, but not let in softies, and again, make saves that maybe you shouldn't make. It lifts the whole team. It opens up. It relaxes the team. It gives the team to be more risk averse, and those are things that I look for. So that would probably be the reason that we improved. But again, I don't know if that's the sole reason. So again, I want to thank you all, and I'm willing to take your questions. Let's start with you, Jim.